Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. Today's Sunday, and it's story time. Storytime Sunday. So I have something I want to read to y'all, but watch out now. Got a little preaching going in me today. Yes, sir. Yes. All right. Jim from our church writes something in our bulletin every Sunday. So this one was quite relevant to the work that I do in my career and also to what this channel is all about. It's about storms, it's about disasters, right? What do I always say? Not only the weather, but also life's disasters, right? Okay, so I'm going to read it just as he wrote it in here. The above subtitle quote comes directly from a fine piece of literature I came across this past Sunday. That quote is "Staying dry in the storms of life." As I was reading the Sunday comics from the Houston Chronicle, one of my favorite cartoons, Baldo, found our hero, a young Hispanic teenager who was working diligently on an old Chevy, which had been parked in the family driveway for years. He was so elated that the engine was going to crank that he kept saying highly upbeat statements to his friend that their quest was a moment away. Of course, when he hollered, "Crank it up!" the motor sputtered and clanked, wherein the lad said, "We're almost there. Maybe tomorrow." And his tia, who had been watching from the kitchen window, said, "Ay, qué bonito es ver las tormentas y no mojarse." It's nice to see the storms and not get wet. I'll say it again for you. Qué bonito es ver las tormentas y no mojarse. Have you ever tried to get away from the storms of life, only to have them seemingly follow you? In one of the most well-known stories from the New Testament, Mark 4:35-41, Jesus climbed into a boat and fell asleep after telling his disciples to take him to the other side of the Sea of Galilee so that he might get some rest from the multitudes that had been following him. While he slept, a huge storm came upon the boat, and even though 4 of his disciples were strong, experienced seamen, they wanted Jesus awake and in charge of the situation. They were afraid he was going to abandon them. The brutal storm had developed a fear in their hearts, promoted by their lack of faith. But this was Jesus' way of developing in them that holy faith that eventually led them to become confident servants who would use that lesson to develop his church. So I ask you again, have you ever experienced storms in your life? And I always ask y'all that question, right? Of course, the answer is obvious. It's obvious, right? We all have felt so down that we fear drowning. I know I have. When we read the prayer requests from our Sunday bulletin, we have our bulletin on Sundays, we know that there are storms all around our family of saints. But here are 3 things to know about them. Number 1, y'all, storms will come. They're going to come. Natural disasters, storms, personal life disaster storms, they will come. And it only takes a second for your good days to be turned upside down. 1 second. And your spiritual lives will be tested. Number 2, I love this. Storms will go. They will go. Just when we think all is lost and we are doomed, that's when we call out for Jesus to wake up, strengthen us, and save us. I've been through that. Time and time and time and time again. Number 3. If you believe, if you don't believe, that's okay. We just respect it, right? Jesus is always there. Jesus is always there. Even when, like the disciples, we doubt, the Lord will calm the turmoil of our souls if we hold on. He will appear for us. So I've been in situations where things are so devastating, so difficult, so challenging. Like me standing right now, right here, in front of you guys. I'm in so much pain, y'all. I'm in so much pain. I literally feel like my body is on fire. And I'm being stabbed at the same time, like stabbed. It's so painful. But I gotta look cute, regardless of the pain, right? And I always have to have a positive mind frame. And that's one of the reasons that I do all that I do. It all starts here and here, right? I think myself well. I think myself well. All these storms and trials and tribulations, it's all good. It's all good because I count it all joy. All of it. Lupus, leukemia, MGUS, Sjogren's syndrome, the whole list. I count it all joy. Why? I'm standing here. Yes, I'm in pain, but I'm standing here, right? I'm standing here. I have a smile on my face, and this is a genuine smile. It's not a facade. This is who I am. I go to work, full-time job, part-time job, my little business, and I'm still writing. Think yourself well. Be positive. I know it's hard. I know it's challenging. Be positive. You can do this. If you believe in the power of prayer, pray. Pray. Meditate if you like to meditate. Whoever you feel is your higher power, then have that relationship. Go and see someone if you need to. If you need to see a therapist. I have a therapist. For maintenance, I have a therapist. So if you need to see a therapist, it's okay. It's okay to have a therapist. It's okay to speak with a professional, right? All right. So, I read your story. Did a little preaching. Yes, Lord. Woo! Yes, sir. I want y'all to have an amazing week. I want you to have a great week, no matter what. Let no one steal your peace. Let no one steal your joy. Have a great week, everyone.